Imagine waking up one morning to discover that one of the greatest empires in history had simply vanished. Its cities stood empty, its roads slowly disappeared beneath forests and sand, and the people who once ruled millions seemed to fade into legend. Historians have spent centuries trying to understand how a civilization so powerful could disappear almost without a trace. Every fallen empire leaves behind clues, but some leave far more questions than answers. This is the story of an empire that rose to incredible heights, controlled vast lands, and then slowly slipped into history until only ruins and forgotten stories remained. At its peak, this empire stretched across mountains, deserts, rivers, and fertile plains. Its rulers commanded enormous armies, collected taxes from distant provinces, and built magnificent cities filled with temples, palaces, and marketplaces. Skilled engineers created roads and bridges that connected people over thousands of miles, while merchants carried valuable goods such as silk, spices, gold, and precious stones from one corner of the empire to another. Travelers believed its capital was one of the richest places on earth, a city filled with towering walls, grand monuments, and bustling streets where people from many cultures lived together. The empire seemed unstoppable. Every victory expanded its borders, and every generation believed its power would last forever. But history has shown that no empire is truly eternal. Slowly, small problems began to appear. Crops failed after years of unusual weather. Long periods of drought made farming difficult, while floods destroyed villages near important rivers. Food became scarce, and hunger spread among ordinary people. As resources became limited, local leaders fought each other for control. Corruption weakened the government, and officials who were supposed to protect the people instead focused on their own wealth. The empire's once powerful army became harder to maintain as money ran short, and soldiers lost confidence in their leaders. At the same time, enemies outside the borders saw an opportunity. Neighboring kingdoms launched attacks, testing the empire's defenses. Some regions broke away and declared independence, refusing to pay taxes or follow the emperor's commands. Trade routes that had once brought enormous wealth became dangerous as bandits and rival armies attacked merchants. Without trade, cities that depended on imported food and supplies struggled to survive. Disease spread through crowded towns, reducing the population even further. Families abandoned their homes in search of safer places, leaving entire neighborhoods empty. As decades passed, magnificent buildings fell into ruin. Roofs collapsed, gardens became overgrown, and wildlife slowly reclaimed streets that had once echoed with the footsteps of thousands of people. Future generations discovered only broken statues, cracked pottery, and faded inscriptions carved into stone. Many wondered who had built these incredible structures and why they had been abandoned. Legends soon replaced facts. Some believed the gods had punished the empire for its pride. Others imagined a sudden disaster that forced everyone to flee overnight. In reality, most historians believe the empire did not disappear in a single dramatic event. Instead, it slowly unraveled through a combination of environmental change, political instability, economic decline, military pressure, and social unrest. Each crisis made the next one even worse until the empire could no longer hold itself together. Modern archaeologists continue to search for answers using satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar, DNA analysis, and careful excavations. Every new discovery reveals another small piece of the puzzle. Ancient coins tell stories of changing rulers. Abandoned forts reveal desperate attempts at defense, and hidden manuscripts offer rare glimpses into the lives of ordinary people. Even today, researchers continue to debate exactly why such a powerful civilization collapsed, proving that history is rarely simple. The disappearance of this empire serves as a reminder that strength alone cannot guarantee survival. Wealth can disappear, governments can fail, and even the greatest civilizations can fade if they cannot adapt to changing conditions. Although the empire itself vanished, its influence lived on through architecture, language, technology, laws, and cultural traditions that shaped future societies. The ruins that remain are more than broken stones. They are silent witnesses to human ambition, achievement, and vulnerability. They remind us that every civilization, no matter how powerful it seems, writes only one chapter in the much larger story of humanity. The greatest mystery is not just how the empire vanished without a trace, but what lessons its rise and fall still hold for our world today.